Hey, it's Tim. Well, it's hike day again, and I haven't done a hiking video in a long time. So today I got on this really neat new hiking hat. It's made out of like a wool, so it's kind of hot, but it's okay. It's 50 degrees out here in Mount Laguna. So we're gonna do a little Mount Laguna hike. Should be about 10 or 11 mile loop. And I love this area, this place, because you can hike along the PCT and get great views of the desert and stuff like that. Or you can head into the meadows and hike into the meadows where it's beautiful and there's forest and pine trees, and you can make it all into one loop. So I've done a couple other ones like this, but this one today, so what you'll do if you're in this area, you're gonna head out Interstate 8 eastbound from San Diego, get off at the Sunrise Highway, hang a left, go over the bridge, make your way up through Mount Laguna, go through town, and then you pull over and park at this like scenic overlook here, which is right across the street, and down just a touch from the Laguna campground. The Laguna campground. And so basically, we're gonna do a loop through the campground, through the meadows, out over the desert, along the PCT northbound to the Garnet Peak, and then kind of make our way back. We'll end up right where we parked. It's gonna be great. All right, so the overlook there where you park is about 100 yards past the Laguna El Prado campground. So we have to make our way back up to the campground. So that's what we're doing right now, walking on the road. Don't get hit by a car. There's no shoulder, almost no shoulder. We're gonna cross the street right here. This is the Sunrise Highway we're crossing right here. And we're making our way up to the Laguna Prado campground to walk through. Okay, usually I don't walk down the street. I walk over there and just follow the road in the bushes. You can do that, so we're gonna do that today. Never jump over a fence unless it says you can, or there's nobody looking. So we're gonna go down here and walk along here. There's a little path. Sorry, it's confusing. If you don't do this, just keep following the road into the campground. And you're gonna follow signs that say Meadow Loop. Meadow Loop is just a loop in the campground that takes you out to the Laguna Meadows. All right, make your way through the campground until you come to this. This is the meadow that we're gonna walk through, and there's an opening in the gate right here, and we're gonna go in it. Okay, as you go through this opening in the gate, the fence here, there's a fork. You can either go left or right. We're gonna go left today. It's kind of a circle, so it doesn't matter. But we're gonna go left, and we're gonna be heading over towards these trees and go in the forest. It is a beautiful 50 degree, I bet it's warmer than that now, sunny day. We had some rain this week, and a super crazy busy week at work. So coming up here on a Sunday morning for some outdoors, some nature, some quiet time is priceless. Totally priceless. So we're gonna walk along here, along this beautiful meadow, and start our giant meadow desert loop. All right, this is the first little forest of trees. Oh, there was some mud right there. Actually, that's like icy mud. Hey, let's go look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Icy mud. Ooh, chocolate milk with ice. All right, anyway, what I was trying to tell you was we're walking into some foresty stuff now. Beautiful trees. Oh, I love it. Now there's lots of trail markers here, along here. We're on the Big Laguna Trail. Just so you know, the Big Laguna Trail, Cleveland, NF, National Forest. Oh yeah, I should mention, when you park along the highway out there, make sure you display your adventure pass, because you're on an adventure and you have to have a pass for adventure. Anyway, this is beautiful. Yeah, so we're walking in the trees. There's a beautiful meadow out here, and it's gonna be like that for like an hour. So I'm not going to show it all to you, but hey, it's amazing. You know what this makes me want to do? Yeah, it does. It makes me want to do this. That was nice. Now, I'm not afraid to tell you that I may have just had a little moment with this tree. This one right here. We had a little moment together. It was nice. One time I did that though. I thought I really loved that tree. Not that tree, it was a different tree. And there was ants all over the tree. And as I was having my moment with the tree, I felt stuff crawling all over me. And it was a little disturbing. But it was okay. I also had a sandwich in my hand. I think that was part of the problem when that happened. All right, so don't eat a sandwich when you're hugging the tree. Hey, take a look at this green mossy stuff. That's awesome. You know, and that is north right there. That's north. So it's true, the moss grows on the north side of the tree. All right. This is such a beautiful trail. Take a look at this tree. Hey, it's Tim. Take a look at this tree. And this one over here, because the sun's behind it, it looks awesome. See, there's the sun right there. What a beautiful day. I'm sorry you're not here. I'm really sorry that you're not here. You might be watching this on the potty, or maybe just sitting on the couch. But what I'm telling you is to go outside. Get outside and go find a place to hike. Now, I'm sorry, this is December. I need to apologize. This is December. It's December 12th. And I'm outside hiking. It's 50 degrees, it's beautiful. And for those of you who can't do that in December because it's too stinking cold and snowy, I'm sorry. Anyway, we're gonna cross over this little cattle thing right here. And here's a nice place for a break. And we're gonna turn and go this way. Oh, what a beautiful day. Okay, that's enough talking. All right, so you come across this little bridge, taking a look back where we came from. We started over there, and we walked all the way around the tree line right there. Right through there, right through there. And that's where we turned right at the cattle crossing, and we came across here, across this bridge. There's another fork here, and if you've had enough, you can hang a right here and head on back across that's a meadow loop, and it'll take you back to the campground. But we're not gonna do that, we're gonna do it this way because we haven't had enough. Okay, here we go. All right, these meadows are a bunch of circles around the meadows, so like kind of a bunch of figure eights. So we've been going around this circle, and what we're gonna do is turn left right here and head out towards the lake right there. We're gonna head down here. This is the Big Laguna Lake. Oh yeah, watch out for mountain bikers out here. Sometimes they have bells, but not always. But yeah, we're gonna head out here. Kind of how you know where to turn off the trail is right when you see the lake. Right over there. Sometimes there's cows out here, but I don't see any cows today. So we are headed, so you can see the trails crisscrossing. One's going right there, one's going over there. There's a bunch of stuff behind me going that way, that way. It's just mostly for the bikes. But you want to stay on the Big Laguna Trail, head towards the lake. There's a really nice spot to eat right up under those trees. A bunch of big boulders up there. Ah, beautiful. We are heading out towards the lake now. I can't tell you how beautiful it is out here this morning. It's crisp. It's quiet, except for my blabbering, but it's quiet. There's only a handful of people out here that I've seen so far. course, it's Sunday. Saturday, this place is a zoo, I think. I know there's a lot of bikes out here on Saturday, but today, it's just beautiful. See how beautiful it is? There's some people walking over there. Now in the spring, and if we had enough snow and rain throughout the wintertime and the early spring, very early, late winter, early spring, this lake is pretty full. The cows are out here getting water. But today, it's pretty low. Deep river. My home is over Jordan. Well, dang it, look at that. Look at that. My golly darn it. It's beautiful. All right. It's quiet. Being quiet. It's beautiful. All right, so what we're doing is we're going to go around the lake. So you cross kind of a earthen dam right there. We just walked across that gizmo right there. Right here we made a right, and we're going to walk along the lake here, along this part of the path. And again, there's signs and a very well marked path. We are walking along it. See? Big Laguna Trail. Big Laguna Lake. All right, so I'm still walking around the lake in kind of a clockwise fashion. Think of the lake as a clock, and we're going clockwise. So out here behind me here, the lake's dry. There's no lake out here. I'll bet you when the dinosaurs were here, this lake went all the way up to here somewhere, at least, maybe even further. I wasn't here, I don't know. But it, you know, when you see a meadow like that, you can tell it once had water in it. Anyway, we are on our clockwise rotation around the lake, the meadow. And in a little bit, we're going to get off. In a little bit here, we're going to get off the meadow on this trail at about the 1 o'clock position. So if it was a clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, we're going to get off and go out towards the PCT and the Penny Pines Trailhead. But we got a little ways to go around this lake. Okay, we're almost to the 12 o'clock position, the top position of this clockwise circle, and I'm a little hungry. So I'm gonna sit on this log right here and have a snack. Snack time, snack time. So the sun's kind of sunny and bright, and I had to take off my alpaca. My alpaca hoodie had to come off. I was starting to sweat. And now there's a super nice, super duper nice, cool breeze blowing. And it feels wonderful. All right, so we are at the 12 o'clock position going around the lake, and you can see the lake right there. It's behind me at like 6 o'clock. So we're straight north. We're at 12 o'clock. And right up here to my right, we are going to be heading down trail right now to the 1 o'clock position, right over here, where we're gonna hang a left. We're gonna turn left right here, and we're gonna be following signs to the Penny Pines Trailhead, the PCT, and going that way. The train's gonna start changing a little bit. Come on, let's go. We are getting close to the, all right, we're getting close to the Penny Pines Trailhead. And as I said, the scenery changes a little bit. Like right now, we've got these real tall, like manzanita on the left and the right. And this is kind of washed out from the rain and bikes and stuff, I think. But it's kind of a really thick thicket. It's a thicket alongside here. And there's these little paths that go in there, like this one, which scare the crap out of me because I'm always afraid there's like a lion in here or something. Let's go look. Let's look in here. There's like a serious trail back here. You can, I guess, I don't know where that goes. I don't know. But you can see it's really thick and spooky and scary back here. Anyway, let's go back out. All right. Anyway, we're headed down Penny Pines Trailhead. We're almost there. And the Penny Pines Trailhead, the crossing of Sunrise Highway, is right about 5 miles. So that's about 5 miles from where we started. I think we got about another 5 miles out and back to the Garnet Peak. What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Good. All right, so we are over on the PCT now. This is on the east side of the Sunrise Highway. The views get really epic over here. Looking at all that, we're gonna be able to see right down to the desert right here. Oh, beautiful. There's our trail right there. And it's a beautiful clear day. Well, the view's gonna get better when we get to the top of Garnet Peak, but here we are. So the terrain has changed a lot, see? We're up on this ridge, overlooking the desert. In some spots right here, it's kind of rocky, but overlooking the desert, and it can get windy up here. And sometimes it's a wind from the west, and sometimes it's a wind from the east, which is dry, because it comes from the desert, but it's beautiful. All right, so after we've been walking along that ridge, we're on the PCT, we're gonna come across an intersection here. We came from that way, and if we went straight this way, we'd go to Canada, but we're gonna go ahead and turn right and go up this trail right here. And you know it, because there's a sign right here. It looks like this. And we are starting to ascend. We've got a half a mile going up some rocky terrain. It's not bad. But it's the only climb really on the day that's significant. I mean, we'll go up and down a lot, but anyway, we're gonna start climbing up this hill. All right, so as you start going up around this trail here, headed to the peak, it kind of skirts around the outside of this mountain like a corkscrew, going up a little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit, all the way around the mountain. So it's not like switchbacks, but it does get pretty deserty looking out here. Got that guy. And you start getting a nice view. Except the sun's in there. So yeah, it's pretty rocky. Kind of steep, not too bad. There's some pretty steep, rocky little climbs. And at the end, there's a nice little boulder scramble. All right, we're getting closer to the top. There's the top right there. You can see some people coming down right there. Got a little rock scramble, and then there's the top right there. Almost there. This is the top. That was a nice little rock scramble getting to the top. And now it's time for a sandwich. Pokey rocks hurt. All right, it's time for sandwich. I've got, you know, the usual almond butter, jelly, and gluten-free bread because, you know, I got issues. Ooh, I may have put too much jelly on it because it's messy. But it's good. It tastes good. The jelly soaks into the bread, which I'm okay with. It makes it like a moist maker. You know the moist maker? If you know, you know. Anyway, I'm just gonna look at this view, eat my sandwich. Enjoy some quiet time and then head on back down. See you later. All right, I climbed down from Garnet Peak, and now we're making our way back south on the PCT, headed towards Penny Pines Trailhead turnoff, but we're not going to go to Penny Pines. We're going to stay on the PCT to get all the way back to the truck. All right, we are here at the Penny Pines turnoff, which is the way we came. We came from over there. We crossed the highway, the Sunrise Highway, but we are going to stay on the PCT and veer left right here. Not that way. That takes you to the highway. We're going this way, continuing south on the PCT here. Whoop. For maybe another mile, and we'll be back to the truck, which is good because I'm getting kind of tired. But this is still another really pretty section of trail. Where we're going to pop down into these, like this little ledge that goes right across right along the edge of the cliff there. Okay, we're almost back, a few hundred feet, but I wanted to say that's where we were right there. Garnet Peak is right there. And then we walked all the way back, down, right along the ridge there. And here we are. All right, so I'm right back here at my truck, just about. It ended up being about 10.5 miles today. According to my phone. Yours might end up being different. But yep, there's the truck up there. Hey, so that was an awesome hike today. Thanks for coming along with me. I've done quite a few different hikes up in here in the Mount Laguna area. And if you're interested in a different hike or another one, you want to see another one, I'll put a link to it right here somewhere, right in here somewheres. And if you want to know what pack I'm using today, it's my Gossamer Gear Vagabond Packable, and I've got a video about that too, and I'll try to stick that on here somewhere too. All right? Hey, thanks for coming with me today. Have a great rest of your whatever.